What in your world needs changing right now? What in our world? What about literacy? What about childhood marriages across the globe, 12 and 13-year-olds being forced into that? What about teenage pregnancy in your own town? What about young girls who are being cyberbullied? What's going on? What needs to be changed? We have the means to do that. Each of us has the means to do that. How are we going to do that? How do you think we're going to do it? Anybody have a clue? It's going to be a mixture of our money, our politics, and our social activism. Women today control more and more of the global economy, and I'm going to tell you more about that. But really, in my mother's day and my grandmother's day, they had their pin money, you know, the money they took away from the grocery and they stuck in their back pocket, and no one knew. But they didn't really earn, they weren't the breadwinners in their family. More and more women today are. So they've got money. Politics, I don't really care what party you are. I care that you vote, and I care that you realize your vote makes a difference. Right? And social activism, you know, the internet's sort of magical, and this whole, I can't find my Facebook page. In fact, I have 2 of them, and I can't find either of them. I'm not sure how one of them even got up. But the point is, social media, when you know how to do it, and 12-year-olds know how to do it, social media is creating a tsunami of change across the globe. But you know, wait a minute, you're sort of probably going, you know, that's nice. I didn't think I was coming to church this morning. And I really didn't want to go to a political rally. I'm here to find out how I can age better, and how I can age differently, and how I can be vibrant and vital. Money. I'm going to read you some stats about money, because money are really, really important. Today, in 2008, U.S. News and World Report released data indicating that women controlled 60% of the wealth in the U.S., approximately 10 to 12 trillion in 2008. By 2020, it's predicted that women will control 22 trillion of all wealth in the U.S. by 2020. Women today are our nation's most robust job creation engine. A 2010 published report by the Life Small Business Research Institute projected that female-owned small business will be responsible for creating 1/3 of 15.3 million new jobs by 2018. So this is really good news, okay, that women are controlling more and more of the global economy. We're better educated. We have more, you know, change in our pocket. But here's the bad news. Who's at greatest risk for poverty? Young women in their reproductive years. Young women in their reproductive years. Divorced and widowed baby boomers, okay? My generation that gave the control over to someone else. I know 2 women today that are going through hell in their divorce because of that, because they had someone else in control of their financial well-being and future. And the elderly, that we outlive our money. So have a plan. I'm not a financial planner. I couldn't even begin to tell you, but I will tell you that stress over money, ongoing long-term stress, here's what happens with stress. When you have an immediate stress, like your child's reaching for the pan of bacon on the stove and it's got grease in it, you have an adrenaline rush. Or you see someone running a red light, that's an adrenaline rush. But if you have ongoing stress that lasts for more than 3 months, the first thing your adrenaline glands do is they shoot out a ton of cortisol, so your cortisol levels go sky high. If that keeps up, they plummet. So too high or too low cortisol levels are symptoms, or that's a cellular level symptom of ongoing stress, and this will kill you. There's lots of studies that show stress kills. For women, it increases your risk of heart attack. It increases your risk of so many chronic diseases, also even miscarriage, and you can't have an orgasm. All right? So get some money in your pocket. If you don't, if someone else controls your purse, go to the grocery store, go to Whole Foods, I'd recommend. But go to the grocery store, say, do you want cash back on your debit card? Absolutely. Get $40 and put it in your lingerie drawer. Have some money of your own, however you need to get it. It's important. Spend time with your girlfriends. This was my best wedding yet. But the study, there's great data coming out from UCLA, 2 physicians, and I have that on your fact sheet. But they're showing that, you know, we've always known that time with girlfriends was so important, but the data is now showing that time with girlfriends is seminal to your health. That it, once again, is as important as not smoking and eating right and exercising. In fact, the 2 doctors that are doing the research there are showing that with time with your girlfriends raises a level of oxytocin, not to be confused with Oxycontin. Oxytocin is the feel-good hormone. And when your oxytocin levels go up, you're calmer, you're more joyful. And here's something you can take to the bank and tell your husbands and boyfriends. You make better financial decisions when your oxytocin levels are higher. So when you go home today, your husband says, what were you doing all morning? I was improving myself to make better care of our home financial budget. And I need a weekend away so that I can make sure that our long-term investments are well taken care of.